Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about the recent transition that I made in the sim world. This is my now old wheel, my Trustmaster TMX. It has served me for 8 years and has done a very good job, only dying about 3 times and requiring resurrection. As you can clearly see, it's not in the best of shapes. Even the clamp has had to be modified. But as for the force feedback, I know it still works. Some of the buttons are a bit clunky, but it was time for change anyways. And that is why I got this, the Moza R3. I mean, this is just the steering wheel, but this here is the motor as well. And I've played for like 2 or 3 hours on it, and I can already tell it's a big improvement. So let me just pop on the quick release and hop into Assetto Corsa, where, as a background for me talking about the changes and the differences, I'm just going to do a quick 7-lap race in GT3s around Road America, because why not? And I'm driving the Mustang because it's cool. Why am I starting on pole? Oh, it's since I'm on pole. But I probably won't keep it. Anyways, as we come into the braking zone, there's the first change. So, when watching reviews for this wheel, I've noticed a lot of people saying that it has weak brakes and they would like them to be a lot harder to press, but I'm glad I didn't believe them, because these pedals, both the throttle and the brake, are harder to press than on my TMX, which I guess you should expect from a wheel that is supposed to be an improvement. And actually they feel pretty close to my real life car. Maybe the brakes are a bit harder than the real life car, but my real life car is not a race car. It's actually close to being a shitbox. So I don't mind them, but they are also the first set of pedals where I have to actually use something behind them to stop them from stepping away from me. Which probably is also the case on my TMX, but I've not had the pedals slide from under me as often, apart from that one time in Australia. And the pedals feel good, and I really like that they're made out of metal, except for the fact that I usually race barefoot and they're cold. They're really cold, so I'm going to have to start wearing socks at least. Now, force feedback, because that is the biggest thing that I wanted out from this wheel. I come from the TMX, as I said. I've also used the G27 for a few months. And yeah, you can feel that the force feedback is stronger on this wheel. I currently have it at 100%, because it's not like it gives you the full 3.9 Newton meters all the time, you know. You need space for it to build up to give the different flavors, and it feels really good. With the TMX I felt like most of the force feedback was either clunkiness, and you could really hear it on in your wheel, in your desk, in your everything. You would just go tuk 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 when you ran over curbs or bumps or other cars. But with this it's not a problem. You can actually feel the curves and the bumps, and you can also feel more of what the car is doing and what the tires are feeling and getting through the asphalt, apart from the force feedback just being resistance to turning, because that was pretty much how force feedback felt on the Trustmaster. If you had understeer, it just made the wheel harder to turn. This one is a bit more flavorful, which I like. And yes, it's not an R5 or an R8. It is an R8 even with. I don't. It doesn't have a lot of downforce, but for a man as skinny as I am, it's really more than enough. Because if I drive like this for a few hours non-stop, I definitely think I will feel it in my arms. I can already feel it in my shoulders. So yeah, I really enjoy this. What I also like are all the buttons. Not only the fact that they feel a bit better, but not by a lot, to be honest. I have a lot more of them, and I don't know where to map them all. I do kind of wish that I had gotten the Xbox version, because now all the buttons in game appear like numbered and stuff, and it's hard to correlate that to what I see in front of me on the actual wheel, which is really a bummer in F1, where you have to use the wheel to get around the menus. Codemasters, please add mouse controls. But yeah, as I said, the wheel is more silent than the Thrustmaster, because I definitely think you could hear the Thrustmaster motor in some of my videos, but this one, no problem. The shifters are definitely more silent. You can still hear them, I guess, but they feel better. I think the throw is actually shorter, like the actual distance the paddle travels is actually shorter than on the DMX, which makes for better quick downshifting, which helps with braking zones, as you saw there. But yeah, I can really feel everything, and I wouldn't say having a direct drive has made me faster, but I can definitely see it making me more consistent, because to be faster you need to be a bit of a fast driver, and as you may know, I am not. And you've even noticed in this video how many apexes I've missed. Okay, it seems like I cannot catch the car in front, which I think is the Bentley. I don't know what Bentley mod I have installed, but the Bentley is just OP. And I've also pulled away from the guys behind me, so I'm going to just slow down, wait for them, and have a bit of fun to end the video. And while I do that, I'll also talk about how excited I am to be part of a wheel manufacturer with an actual ecosystem, because you can fit on this any wheel, any rim, any pedals. And I am actually planning for my next upgrade to get the ES mod that makes the wheel like Formula style. Come on guys, go. I'm letting you go. Oh, there's a car off. Interesting, the AI did that completely on its own. I also have to say this URT mod for the Mustang does feel pretty good. And I like the engine sound, because you gotta love an American V8. Oh, that's a bit early. So I guess in the end, should you buy this wheel as an upgrade to a direct drive? Yes. Yes, you should. Direct drive is the better force feedback supplying way, I guess. oh. And for the cost, it costs more than your average normal belt driven or gear driven wheel, but it's so worth it, and it just opens you up to a world that offers so much more. Oh my god. Okay, it's an all-American battle here, me against the Corvette. Oh, and also what was cool about this wheel, it came with stickers. I don't think I'll catch B3, but it was still fun to get through these guys. And of course it's always fun to work, to race on this wheel. I also like the shift lights, which if they don't work for you, you have to have the Monza Pit House app open in the background for them to work. But they are cool. Okay, so that is the race then, and that of course will also mean the video is over. So final thoughts: yes, you should get the L3. I do recommend it as an entry level to track drives, and as a wheel in general, it just feels good. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, or more like overall sim racing videos, I guess, like this video and subscribe to my channel. In our case, I was Don Lucio, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.